problem I have is that all these stores and these people that own these stores don't live here. So at night they pack up and take their money and ship it everywhere else and don't give nothing back from the community where we spend our money every day with them.
Right.
And then there's stuff like books and stuff that the kids in the community, so they need to get them shits the fuck up out of here. Like, so I understand if you saying like, yo, these rappers come here and they pulling in 200,000 from our city and ain't give nothing back, nothing at all for no.
But that ain't cool, man, because niggas don't go, yo, who run Dwayne Reed? Let's run down on them niggas. They making mad money in the hood. Like, you're not doing that to no other business.
Chinese restaurant been taking so much money from our community for so long.
Facts, feeding niggas cat, they don't even know it.
Why we ain't making them pay?
So
because you keep going there. Because you keep going there. No, because you keep going there. Nobody told you to keep going to the Chinese food, man. You keep going there. Nobody told you to keep shopping at this other spot. You keep going there. Nobody told you to give your girl money to go buy all kinds of shit from the Asian chick who's selling her weave. And they sell all of our shit back to us, but we keep going. And we won't go to the black-owned spot. We'll look at them like they crazy.
The harsh reality, we won't.
Yeah, the harsh reality of it is.
The problem is, though, this is the problem in the miseducation of the Negro.
Oh, yeah.
They trained us in America to not look at the corner store.
You gotta talk loud because you don't got a mic, bro.
Oh.
Yeah. He don't even know we filmed. He don't know.
Shit is running.
Oh,
shit is running.
Look, I ain't mean to be in your business.
I didn't mean to be in your business.
But look at this, right? The miseducation of the Negro, it tricked us out of saying that we think we're going to make money off of Bitcoin and not off of Kennedy chicken. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, if it was a black neighborhood, we wouldn't be stocked up like these niggas. You know what I'm saying? When they came in our hood, they broke the key in a lot. It's 24 hours.
Oh no, this black neighborhoods.
It's
Where?
black neighborhoods.
It's black neighborhoods.
Where?
This. In our whole life, right? In 30 years, right? In my hood, Papi Cito sent his whole family to Cornell.
Right.
Selling us bagel, egg, and cheeses.
Right,
now,
but Jesus live right next to you, so that's fine.
Yeah, but
that's fine.
But look at this.
I ain't got a problem with that.
We're not self-sufficient in saying that. In our infrastructure today, listen to hip hop today, right? Right here on this show, right? It's J Hood and SHYHEIM, right? Mm-hmm. And now when they came out, like on this new record, Get Back, they got, you know what I'm saying? After Babyface Gangsta, SHYHEIM was the rugged child. Today, the youth that come out, they age, they're rapping about having a $2 million watch on. That's a disconnect of proportions. Right. Meaning that, like, for the first time in 50 years, that's why the violence is so crazy. For the first time in 50 years, hip-hop has not made more money than the streets. This is the first time in 50 years that hip-hop is making more money than the block. You know what I'm saying?
You saying now?
Now, hell yeah.
Nah.
No, this is what I'm trying to say. When I say that the streets ain't self-sufficient no more, Uber's delivering weed. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's bud in the corner store and the gas stations now. Right. Cocaine is fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's literally no money on the block. If you think 50 years ago, when Supreme numbers on the stage and Curtis Blow and Big Daddy Kane was performing at the birthday party, they're gonna pay their rent for the year.
But here's the thing, respectfully, niggas is doing the same shit that niggas was doing 50 years ago. That's the problem.
And respectfully,
why didn't a nigga come up with Uber? Why didn't a nigga come up with a weed delivery service? Why didn't you dig what I'm saying?
You got pop
money. Why ain't niggas coming up with the shit like, yo, you in your phone all day. The money's obviously right there.
Look, respectfully though, I think the issue is, I mean, the harsh reality of this shit is niggas is just undisciplined. Mm-hmm. And they are not like, they don't have the proper education when it comes to financial literacy. Literacy, exactly. You know what I mean? Like niggas don't know how to reinvest in the community and keep the money within our community and shit. It's not that important to them. You know what I'm saying?
That loops back around to the discipline you mentioned. Because even if I educated you on how to do it, you still need to be educated. You still need to be disciplined enough to put your money to the side, put a little more money to the side. Don't get those sneakers. Don't get that chain.
Right.
Put your money to the side. Okay, now you got enough to go do this other thing. Now you got enough to invest in this strain of weed and open up this storefront and pay your rent for the next 6, 7 years.
Listen. I don't even think that's the whole thing, bro.
Hold on, wait, stop. Let me finish.
Niggas is trained
it's never
to target their own.
It's never just
you know
that.
What I'm saying?
That's the biggest issue. It's never just that. There's never one answer because there's not one problem. There's not one size fits all.
Who's seen the Wu-Tang documentary of Mice and Men, right? It's a perfect part there when Divine says, when we started making millions, I took money out of everybody's account and put in the one major account of the whole clan. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then revealed to them, yo, we got this $5 million and $10 million.
Right.
The response wasn't, like in our hood right now, the plazas where they was catching asthma in the barbershop, there's a Home Depot there that we don't own. You know what I'm saying? Now, when they said, when in the Mike's and Men did a documentary, you know what I'm saying? And this is where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Now, you talking about my seeds marry his seeds, marry his seeds. This is how we keep the money all up in the family. Right. When it was revealed to them that some money was put away, nobody said, let's invest it. Everybody said, yo, you was taking money from me? And everybody took their piece.
No discipline.
Let's just
man. Again, in that situation, bro, like if you took my bread and you put it away, the first thing I'm gonna hear is you took my bread. That could have been a plan, and the nigga said, listen, we put this in the paperwork.
You can't make the decision for me. That's like, if you tell a chick, I'm dealing with other chicks, or you just cheat, it's a difference giving them the option to deal with it or not. So you should have gave that person the option to say, I want to invest it, or I don't. I got some other plans with my money.
Right. Just be realistic.
You were supposed to give them the option.
Yeah. This is what we do. Hold on, G. This is what we do in my hood, in Park Slope, right? Me and my guys was all locked up together, right? We decided to get our education, financial literacy, stuff like that. Some of us came home before the other to help lay down a foundation. We go back to our hood, right, in Park Slope, Brooklyn. See who's doing what. We ran down. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go. We want all of this. This is ours. So right now we got 2 stores in my hood.
Right.
Y'all don't belong. Y'all don't live here. Y'all don't bring nothing back here. We do barbecues. We do giveaways. We do all of this shit. Right. Y'all don't belong here. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, blank that out. You running down on niggas and shit. Blank that out.
I was about to say.
Just take that part out. Take that part out. I think niggas understand what you're talking about. You know what I mean? But nah, bro, that ain't the way. That ain't the way. You feel what I'm saying?
I salute the idea.
We want that's ours.
No, I salute the idea. I listen. I lived on Flatbush a long time. Jamaica Avenue, the whole shit. You go down these streets in black neighborhoods and find out we don't own nothing there. Nothing there. The Arab man sells you the clothes. The Asian man sells you the food. And all your girls' hair shit. They sell you your style back to you. We don't own shit. The only thing that we invest in to own are the things that we don't feel other races can give us. Barbershops, salons, and the occasional buffet, because we like how we cook food. Yeah. Outside of that, your style, your look, your sneakers, all that, and then there's somebody else who owns the buildings that those things are in. You don't even, they're paying rent to somebody else. There are no black neighborhoods. We don't own shit.
There are black neighborhoods, bro. There are black neighborhoods.
You gotta show me one.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, niggas would go into a black-owned business and think twice about spending their money because that person is black and I don't want to support this man so he could possibly have more money than me.
Who are those?
But I'm gonna go into another store of a person from a different ethnic group.
All right, you gotta say names. You gotta say names, bro. You gotta say names. Who's doing that? You gotta say names. Cause a lot of the times it'd be like, niggas would do this, niggas would do that. But there'd be a lot of niggas that watch the show and they'd be like, no, we doing something else over here. We went and got 100 acres. We building houses.
Well, let me specify that then. The average person.
The average person in the hood, I mean, in any hood. You go to a trailer park, it's the same shit. They probably complaining about the same thing. Oh, he gonna go to China Man and get this, da-da-da, but we over here cooking ham hocks, he ain't gonna spend his $5. You dig what I'm saying? It's just when you fucked up, you fucked up. And you looking outside of what looks like you for an answer.
Yeah, but we can't afford to make the same mistakes every place else, man.
And the thing is, it starts with taking accountability, because that's one issue too. That's a major issue.
Facts.
Like, people have a problem with taking accountability. No one wants to, recognize the problem and then be honest about the fact that nobody is taking accountability.
Because
but that's the dudes in the hood that complain about shit but never change nothing.
Because once you take accountability for it, now you're responsible directly for doing something about it. Now now it's going to get uncomfortable because now you don't get to do all the shit you used to do. It's a little more uncomfortable now. Now, if you pop in that kind of shit and you walk in the spot with a Gucci belt on, it's like, what happened? You got a Gucci ain't giving shit to the hood. What you wearing that for? Now it gets uncomfortable. Now you got to step outside of your comfort zone and do shit. Right. These are walk-away jeans.
That shit, man,
April Walker made these. You know what I mean? I talked to the brothers who made this hoodie.
7 niggas
I
in
know
the
what it
same
is.
projects, I was donating book bags, books, and everything.
What happened?
7 niggas, bro. And after the shit, nobody knew nothing. But I was donating every year. So the problem ain't that.
No, but it's not enough niggas with that same mentality though,
bro. Like it's just niggas ain't.
That still doesn't make
not
them
enough
Give a
niggas
fuck about that.
There's not enough
Their
niggas that
own
adopt that same
evolutionary
mentality
process.
that you have. Like it's like that's a sad truth also.
Yeah.
It's just the mentality of the majority of the hood is like the same. You know what I mean? And everybody is not for pushing all people forward.
But y'all
Because
not
it's not-
talking about one of the black businesses that's owned online.
That I was just
exactly.
talking about it.
Yeah, we got a lot. There's a lot of black-owned
Some of
businesses
us is
online.
out there.
We pivoted.
Some of us is
A lot
out
of
there
us as
doing
black
it.
people pivoted because we understood.
No,
but the whole
But
thing.
we gotta start somewhere.
No,
We gotta
no,
start
no, no, no.
somewhere.
But we still own and operate the same percentage of wealth that we did in 1950 and
It's
1890.
Yeah, but the
It's
pivot
where-
is
it's
just
where
starting
we
to take
spend it.
place. It's not like
It's
this
where
is a
we
pivot
spend it.
that's
With
been
everybody
going
else.
on. Because we
I don't,
understood
but
that.
that's
Black-owned.
me.
We understood
Black
that a lot of the
owned.
brick and
From
mortar
top
small
to bottom,
business loans,
black
the way they
owned,
do the
with the exception of my
institutions is more for
sneakers.
foreigners.
And I
It's
brought
not for
stock
us.
in that.
And you're part of the
So
minority
we had to
that does that
pivot
though.
and
But
make
that-
shit
but-
online.
and again,
there's a lot of successful
it
black
got
businesses.
Hold on, we can have
uncomfortable.
two conversations going on.
It got wild uncomfortable when I was snapped out of it. It got uncomfortable. I couldn't keep doing the same shit I was doing before. It got uncomfortable. You got to make changes.
Right.
You can't be responsible, snap out of it, realize, oh shit, we don't own anything. Oh shit, I'm part of the problem. And then keep going about it saying, ain't nobody else changing shit.
Nah,
These
so
other
process.
niggas are
I
still
hear
all doing
that.
the exact same shit.
I hear that, but nigga, you depending on who it is, niggas is support. Rockaware became worth 180 million in less than a year because people support it.
So did Fubu.
So
But
you
can
know
I
what I
say
mean?
something?
Fubu did the
If
same
Jay-Z If Jay-Z doesn't abandon Dame Dash, where's Rockefeller today?
Well, that's a whole different.
We don't know that. We can't say.
Nobody got the time machine
That's a whole
the
different-
shit to open the door and look back like, oh shit.
Whether you talk about verses, every time it comes time for ownership,
We sell it.
We gonna celebrate selling out.
Yeah.
See, the song you singing,
What's selling out,
I can't repeat
Selling
that.
it to somebody else.
I can't repeat
And
that.
Dame
'Cause
would
the longer
have-
we repeat it, the longer it gets stuck in our heads,
Right,
the longer nothing
exactly.
changes.
But is that really selling out?
You know
though?
what I mean?
Dame would have an issue with you saying abandoning Jay. He
Yeah,
would probably
facts.
he probably wouldn't take it that way.
He said he abandoned Dame.
Nah, it's not an abandonment. They all
gonna have
sold the
issues.
company. They didn't want to. They didn't want to own no more.
When we say sold the company, it's like to this day it's still selling out because it's like if you look at it and you say right now today, where's the labels that we had? We knew that we didn't own record companies, but they ain't no Bad Boy, they ain't no Death Row, they ain't no Limit.
But they don't have to.
Well,
be.
no, Death Row is
There's
owned by
still a
Snoop.
Cash Money.
Snoop brought Death
There's
Row.
still there's still a Death Row.
Today, when you say NBA YoungBoy or Kodak Black, it's like what labels are they on?
Well,
They're
no,
owned.
no, hold on, because now we overlooking a bunch of dudes. Kendrick and his whole setup, all them dudes over
Top
there,
Dog, yeah.
TDE,
That's right.
they own that. I just mentioned one. Who did I just mention? Right, just that fast out of my head.
You talking about drops in the
J. Cole got his whole. No, we talking. You only mentioned like 3 or 4. I can mention at least 5 or 6.
Russell got his own shit.
Like,
Right.
But Jay Hood got his own shit.
There it is.
Let's get to
Man,
that.
Hoffa got his own shit.
Let's get to that.
GFG Records, you heard?
You know why all that music is gonna be able because today
Zip with
right
the
now,
drip, what
on
up?
this podcast, the infrastructure has been created where today right now this is the new Oprah, the new Phil Donahue, where you could come on here, you could go on Queen's Flips, you could do Joe Button, and it's literally the equivalent of going on the major talk show circuit of 30, 40 years ago. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Now, if you say today, now look at this, this podcast is great, everything, but then it's like, the same thing that happened on this podcast, that happened on I Am Athlete, that happened on Joe Button. And the one thing that keeps me mystified, I'm like, damn, forget putting a rap group together. It's like niggas can't keep a conversation going.
Man, I mean that's
Now we're getting
different.
into a whole different-
You can't
yeah.
put me in a
I'm not
realms.
putting
Hold on. You can't put me in the realms of Joe Button. You know what I mean? The host in here has switched a bunch of times.
That's right.
A lot of people who read those headlines probably thought in their mind that they've been here from the start, but no, he was here for 7 months. You dig what I'm saying?
Even with Misfit numbers
and that's
and
cool.
the way it grown. No,
Right,
you see
but
this
people
thing
go their
grow like
own
a
ways.
living thing, like a
Right.
virus. Like it's
Right.
taking on.
But
like
you ain't never
I
hear
see-
Misfit come out and say, yo, this was the issue, this, that. That's still the homie.
No,
She
but
still call me to, yo, what up? What you doing? I'm pulling up.
The battle rapping narrative, it was the foundation of it, which it still is. You know what I'm saying? But it grew into like I always thought it was already my expert opinion. Even the title of it was like, yo, it's a great show.
Right.
Because what you were saying with your expert opinion was on.
Right.
But then like anything that's done organically or naturally, you know what I'm saying? It's like it grew into this thing of saying that now if you could ride with it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like now you done showed yourself to be a selfless leader, meaning like it ain't about me. You know, you don't prove that it's about the conversation, you know what I'm saying? Which is like, yo, salute, you know what I mean? Like, wow. Now, like you said, it has changed. But if you look at it and you say today that, unfortunately, in this time and area, it's like the publicity and the controversy of it is part of the marketing. You know what I'm saying?
We switching top. We drifting off.
But that's fine, bro. Yeah. Because if you look at Apple, there's a couple niggas that was there at the start that ain't there now. That's right. You look at any big corporation, there's somebody that was there at the start that's not there.
That's the shuttle. That's the shuttle.
We just highlight our shit and spotlight like we all got a problem.
But Apple is still white owned. And ultimately, the ownership didn't change.
But ultimately, sometimes that's the goal. Sometimes to make the company triple or quadruple its worth and then sell it just so you could bang. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
we had Hitmaker sit in that chair right there and talk to us about selling this catalog, selling this, selling that, selling this, selling that. One of the first things we said was, why not keep it for your family? Right. Why not hold on to it, pass it on to somebody else, start something else? He said, nah, because I got a million ideas. I got this, I got that. He's not wrong.
Right.
He's not wrong. But everybody, it's still not a motto I think everybody should be doing. Yeah. I think when your grandmother owns the house, I don't think Nana should sell it and move to North Carolina. I think somebody in the family should have that house so one of the kids ain't got to worry about paying rent. There's a difference between our community and their community. They stick around. Their kids. I know a dude. I know a homeboy of mine, white dude, love him to death, right? This dude would start a business and it would fail every 2.5 to 3 years. He would start the business, take a year putting it together. It would fail in under 2 years. And another year, he'd be right back at it. And I could never figure out where you was coming up with all this shit. Every time I turn around, you got a new business.
Right.
I wasn't mad at him. I'm like, but after a minute, it dawned on me like, nigga, this is like the 5th thing you promoted to me since I've known you.
Right.
How the fuck, this is number 5. And these are like real businesses. Like you need investments, you need loans. How you? He go, no. He would move back home when the business failed. He'd go back in his house. He save up his money.
That ain't nothing new, man.
It is when your parents kick you out at 18. Yeah. When your mama don't own the house no more.
Yeah. And then come back home, bro.
No.
You never been back with the black bag walking back. I'm back, niggas. I'm back. You know what I mean? I'll be out of here in a couple of months, though. You know what I'm saying?
Shit with the stick with the fucking handkerchief on the back.
That's what you're saying. They set him up. They set him up.
I'm talking about when you don't have a fear of failure because you always have a safety net. Yeah. Right. We go out with no safety net. When I left out the house, by majority, when we leave out the house, most of us don't come back.
But
you can't come back. Your moms may not own that house.
Bruh.
Grandma sold the house. Mom sold the house. They all moved someplace else.
Have you been to Atlanta?
No.
Do you know how many niggas own their house?
You gonna name me one state?
Bro, we gotta stop talking about
the
all right. The niggas that's fucked up is starting to become not the minority, but there's a lot of people doing good, bro.
The fact that you had to start that sentence off with starting to get like that, when I'm talking about people who've been doing that for generations, we are not the same.
We're not.
We're not the same. I'm talking about.
We just came out of some vote. We just got the right to vote like a blink ago.
Okay, so
you know what I'm saying?
So why discourage what I'm telling you what it is now? I'm not saying we can't never get there, but I'm saying this is the way to go. And if you want to know why they can always start over, why they always have the ability to just bounce right back.
We control less than 2% of the wealth in the United States, man.
Say it again?
We control less than 2% of the wealth in the United States.
Yeah, but how much do we spend, Playboy?
We spend.
But
how much do we spend?
As consumers, we the taste.
How much do we spend?
We spend a great deal.
Because we don't spend it where it needs to go.
We don't keep it in the...
Exactly. Exactly.
It's weird for me to hear shit like this. Because all the niggas I be around, they bosses. Our kids ain't got the same problem.
Lord Jesus, you
I'm just saying,
because you are
like change your circle.
Bro, I'm not talking about me.
He's singing a sad song. Don't believe everything this nigga's saying. There's a lot of niggas doing good out here.
It's Hoffa, trapper turned smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard.